Swing wide the doors, the time is right, yeah. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud, yeah. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand, lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. 'Cause there's a voice that I've heard for years. I've learned to keep it inside. I numb it in loud and clear. I want a deeper life. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness and hearts open wide. It's about love and passion and taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love and kindness and hearts open wide. It's about love and passion and taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand and lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right, yeah. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. You guys are so good at that one. That's awesome. Nice work.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody.
Reverend, come on.
Come on. It's great to be here. Thank you, Josh. Let's begin by acknowledging the land that we stand on, the unceded and traditional territory of the Snuneymuxw people, the Coast Salish people up and down the coast of North America. And let's thank them for the stewardship, the thousands of years of being present here and for sharing their energy and their life and their wisdom with us. And for this, we say Haichka.
Haichka. Yeah. Time for more music. Hang in there. Oh, God. Let's see, make sure I'm in the right key. It's always important to be in the right key. Okay. God's love is deep within me, ever satisfying my soul. God's love is deep within me. Yeah. God's life is deep is deep within me, ever satisfying my soul. Is that it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Oh, nice. Is there more? Is there more? I think we're satisfied. One more time. We're going up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. No more forward, no more backward, no more spinning around and around. My life is moving ever upward. My feet are leaving the ground. Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. No more downward, no more darkness, no more wondering the point of it all. My life is destined, oh, for greatness. My soul has answered the call. Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Nice. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Ooh. This is Reverend.
I'm in the office now. I'm going to get rid of this.
That's awesome.
Well, why don't we all take a moment now and join together in affirmative prayer. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. Let's acknowledge in one another the light that is each of our individual truths. Let's hold and affirm in prayer the beauty, the peace, the love, and the kindness that is generated from within. And let us see that moving out from each one of us, not only here in this moment, not only with the people that are next to us now, but as we move throughout the day. Let's be aware of that beautiful light, that consciousness, that universal presence that stems from each person. And let's work to hold them and see them in that light. And for this practice, we say, thank you, Spirit. And so it is. Wise words, yes. The wise words. I thought what I'd do is share something from my trip, some tidbits I picked up along the way, and I thought this was such what's the word? I don't know if I know the word right now, but it was such a difference in two individual statements from leaders of two different nations. And one comes in 1776, and one comes in 1877. And so I just invite you to just hear these words and just see how they sit with you. And some of this you might have heard before. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That was from Thomas Jefferson at the Declaration of Independence, July 4th, 1776. And now I go to 1877 with this famous quotation by Chief Joseph of the Nez Perce. And here is an excerpt from that speech he made when he surrendered. Tell General Howard I know his heart, what he told me before I have in my heart. I am tired of fighting. Our chiefs are killed. Looking Glass is dead. Tuhul Lahultzi is dead. The old men are all dead. It is the young men who say yes or no. He who led on the young men, Olakot, is dead. It is cold and we have no blankets. The little children are freezing to death. My people, some of them have run away to the hills and have no blankets, no food. No one knows where they are, perhaps freezing to death. I want to have time to look for my children and see how many of them I can find. Maybe I shall find them among the dead. Hear me, my chiefs. I am tired. My heart is sick and sad. From where the sun now stands, I will fight no more forever.
Gotta keep it safe. Gotta keep it safe. Let me try that again. There we go. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are the ones. We are. 'Cause I've been feeling like I can't make a difference. I've been feeling like there ain't no use. Feeling tired and a little unconscious. Coming up with every kind of excuse till I realize it's not all up to me. When we join together, we shape our destiny. To see the world where we are living as one. It can be, it shall be, it will be done. 'Cause we are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are the ones. We are. 'Cause no one else gonna make the changes. No savior gonna drop from the sky. Nothing left to do but wake up. 'Cause it's really up to you and I to take it one step at a time. stand together with your hand in mine, and we will see a world that we've been dreaming about. We need it now, the time is now, there is no doubt. 'Cause we are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are the ones, we are, 'cause we are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are the ones, we are, and I am the one, I am, you are the one, you are, and we are the ones. Yeah. This is the day of improvised endings.
Yes, this is the day of improvised endings and beginnings.
Good morning.
Join your hand.
No, I'm good. I just pushed the wrong button, even though I rehearsed finding the right button by Braille. But anyway, so now I know. Oops, deep branches, deep roots, wild branches. And isn't it true? For a tree, the deeper the roots go, the more wildly the branches. That happens for people too. Christian roots in unity go very deep. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore lived and wrote in the Bible Belt, the very depth of the Bible Belt in the USA 135, 140 years ago. They would have been steeped in Christianity growing up. They would have been brought up in it. They would have attended Christian churches. Myrtle was a teacher. Teachers had to be Christians in those days. Charles was a realtor. Probably in order to do a good business, he had to be Christian too. So when they first developed their teaching, at one time it was actually called Christian Science. That's before Mary Baker Eddy laid claim to that title for the Christian Science. But they finally settled on Unity School of Practical Christianity. So they clung to those Christian roots, but they wanted a different kind of Christianity. They wanted it practical. That would mean it's of use in our daily lives, practical. So Christianity is the roots or the foundation of the unity movement. And I'm talking about the actual teachings attributed to Jesus here, not the trappings and dogma of the way Christianity most often presents itself today. And I've done a lot of reading about New Testament scholars and what was actually likely said by Jesus and what was definitely not said by Jesus. He never ever said that he was God. He never talked about the Trinity. The concept of the Trinity didn't emerge until 500 years later. And that's why, because there's so many discrepancies about what did Jesus really taught as compared to what's been taught about Jesus, that many people have pretty strong feelings about whether they're Christian or whether they're not Christian. I'm ambivalent. I usually say yes, but not exclusively. Yes, because I'm also a Taoist and a Buddhist, various other things. And the branches of the tree that grew up from these foundations, the branches is the spiritual communities that have grown out of this original teaching, and they vary greatly. And perhaps because some of those branches may have been grafted on by people who had a connection with Buddhism or Taoism or indigenous spirituality and managed to merge that onto the Christianity and make that work for them. We see a lot of that in New Thought thinking. Even a lot of people who taught some of the books that we teach originally people like Emerson and Emma Curtis Hopkins, they were all influenced too by Eastern religions being brought in to the United States through Boston, which was the center of the Boston Metaphysical Society. So at the recent annual convention of Unity in Kansas City, apparently there was a lot of talk about Unity having an identity crisis. That was absolutely no surprise to me, because I have always known, I've always been aware of the varieties of Unity centers that range all the way from almost Pentecostal in their adherence to Christian rituals to farm out New Thought communities, and they're all Unity. I would prefer that over traveling around the world and going to Unity centers and having everyone teach the same lesson on the same Sunday and sing the same songs and do all the same stuff. Wouldn't you? What I love about Unity is our autonomy, that we have the freedom to build this spiritual community that reflects the consciousness of these members here, these people sitting right here. And we have the freedom to develop new and sometimes wild branches, as long as we stay connected to the trunk, right? So I think it's good that some of our branches are wild. And we like a little wildness here, don't we? Fresh expressions can be a very good thing. So what we have on the Unity tree is these Christian roots that extend very deeply into a strong foundation, and growing out of that strong foundation is the central trunk that's made strong by that roots, and that's what Charles and Myrtle Fillmore grew, that strong trunk, right into the 19th century. But then as each branch reaches out through growth into new territory, it creates its own place on the tree. Each branch is unique. Each region of the United States is quite different. Each international division has its own unique flavor, its own culture, its own history, its own sensibilities. Isn't that a good thing? Yeah. Isn't that a very good thing? So, Charles and Myrtle had their own fresh expressions, their own unique flavor. They are that central trunk of practical Christianity that grew up out of the roots of mainstream Christianity, and they are what transitions us into all those different branches. All those different branches are coming out of the trunk that was Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. And they dared to diverge from the norm. You know, it's because they were willing to do that that we have our empowering teaching today. And how we express that teaching is what's important so much as that we teach that. Teach that truth. So what is that truth? I think I'm getting ahead of myself. It's in here somewhere. Personally, I think it's mandatory that we express differently, just like Charles and Myrtle did. They certainly did not toe the line of dogma. They discovered truth for themselves and expressed it in their own culture, at their own time, in their own way. Different times, different ways of expressing truth. And now, this is the truth that we teach. The truth is that we are in and of the divine, the universal and common mind, the mind of God. And we create by thinking within that universal mind, which responds. That's the truth. That's the power. Knowing that the infinite mind, God, responds. So here's an analogy I like. I think I got this from Eric Butterworth, for the relationship between our thinking and the mind of God. He says, think of a magnet. There's an intimate relationship between the compass needle and the power that draws it. We can't see the power. We know that it is there because we see its effect. We can apply that to divine power, to God power, isn't it? We don't see it, but we see effects of it all the time. Somebody said, if you see bear poop in your backyard, you know there's a bear. Wow. Crowd went mild, as you say. So when you see bear poop in your backyard, you know there's been a bear, right? Yeah. when you see the wonders of God's creation, you know there's a God, right? Okay, all right. Okay, so the magnet magnetizes the needle, makes the needle like itself. So it moves it in the same direction. It's as if the magnetic power of the North Pole is aligning the molecules of the needle. Before the magnetic power directed the molecules of the needle, they were all going in different directions. Remember this experiment in high school? You put the iron filings on a piece of paper, and they're just lying there all a jumble. And you put the magnet to it, they took on order, right? It's kind of like our thoughts sometimes, just lying there all a jumble. And when we put the magnetizing power of divine mind into it, they all magically flow in the same direction, bring all the parts into harmony. So let's think of the mind of God as a North Pole for all of us. As the invisible power of universal mind begins to flow through our mind, our thoughts begin to align towards our goals in harmony and peace and love. So we're no longer giving the universal power confused messages. Because as I say, the mind of God, the infinite, responds to us. If we keep telling it one thing and then another thing, it's going to be like that mass of iron filings. But the minute we align them, it responds. If we argue with ourselves, if we doubt our own convictions or our own faith, we go out of alignment, and the invisible power also goes every which way. There's a jumble in life. So the magnetic power of the North Pole did not judge the molecules or make them wait for a long time. The invisible power drew the compass needle to it the minute the molecules were aligned. Similarly, God does not test us or withhold itself until we have proved ourselves. Does not. It stands eternally ready to put things right in our lives the minute we align our thoughts. The minute we align our thoughts. And we are more blessed than the needle because we can choose. And we can consciously align ourselves. We don't need anything outside ourselves to point us in the direction of God, the good, the love. The needle that's drawn toward the North Pole gives up nothing. And we give up nothing. Nothing is taken from us when we align ourselves, when we love, except maybe confusion and fear. Yeah? As the North Pole calls to the needle, so Spirit calls to us. We possess a spiritual magnetism that draws everything we require perfectly when we are in perfect alignment, right? You all heard Jesus said, "Be ye perfect." Perfect in the Bible comes from the Greek word teleos, which actually translates more like get it together. So when Jesus said, "Be ye perfect," yeah. So what we all need to do is align ourselves with the infinite love of the divine mind, and we will be perfect. And we will experience perfection. You know, sometimes there's perfect all around us, but we don't experience it. Ever had that go on? Yeah. Because we live in a world of cross currents of consciousness. You know, everybody's thinking all around us. And sometimes things go wrong. Have you ever noticed that? Sometimes things go wrong. In every attempt in life, says Eric Butterworth, must be the possibility for failure and success. And we need to be prepared to handle both. Because both are necessary, actually. Failure is necessary to our growth. Yeah? Have you grown from some of your failures? Please. And to our understanding. And each of us determines in our own life what constitutes success and what constitutes failure. You may think I've failed, where I think I've been gloriously successful. That's one of the contradictions in life, that opposites are actually two extremes of one thing. We've talked about that many times. Are you familiar with the word dialectic? I love that word, dialectic. A dialectic is an inquiry into metaphysical contradictions and their solutions. Well, that's what we're all about, isn't it? Inquiring into metaphysical contradictions. George William Hegel was a 19th century German philosopher for whom the Hegelian dialectic is named. The Hegelian dialectic, I'm going to read this twice, so get ready, describes the change of forms of thought through their own internal contradictions into higher forms that unite. Okay? The Hegelian dialectic describes the change of forms of thought through their own internal contradictions into higher forms that unite. So his dialectic is 3 words: thesis, antithesis, or antithesis, and synthesis. Okay? So a thesis is an interpretation of a question or a subject. Why does God, whatever. So it's interpretation of that question. So you have your thesis, you have your idea, what you believe that's all about. If you're willing to look at the antithesis, if you're willing to honestly open your mind enough to give equal consideration to the opposite thought, to your enemy or your other religious person who believes different, if you're willing to open your thesis and your antithesis, give them equal due and equal consideration, you will arrive at a synthesis. That's what we do on the board when we operate through consensus. You know, we listen to everybody with an open mind, and then we make a decision. So, to become too elated with success or too deflated by failure just means imbalance. You know, I succeeded today, yay, but not change my whole life of it, because that potential defeat is always there tomorrow. Nothing is ever a complete loss. There's always some growth in everything we try, fail or succeed. And in every success, says Eric Butterworth, we should be humble to the knowledge that without those invisible action of forces greater than ourselves, we could not have succeeded. So again, we can't see it, but we know it's there because we see the effects. Missing the mark, we often say, sin is just the archery term for missing a mark, and we say that a lot. But missing the mark is learning how to hit the mark. You know how you learn how to get a bullseye? You miss it quite a few times, and then you know how to get it. Missing the mark is a vital part of success. The problem we have is that we think that success is getting there, getting somewhere, where Butterworth says success is earning the right to be there. Deep thought. Any education that prepares people only for success and not for coping with frustrations with things going wrong inhibits us from attempting ventures where failure is a possibility, and so stifles creativity and imagination, right? And education should teach us how to fail gracefully, how to not get what we want and still be good. A little story. There was a man who insisted upon helping his friend move. He said, we really want to help you move. And the man said, no, it's okay. I really want to help. Give me the address, I'll be there. Okay, the man gave him the address. Friend turns up at the door, sees that the moving van is there, pulled up to the door, gets right to work. A chair in the truck, boxes in the truck. And his friend keeps saying, no, don't. Just come and sit down and talk to me. Just keep me company. No. Off he goes. And finally his friend shoves him up against the wall and says, if you don't stop helping us, we'll never get moved in. We can bring about our good by our thinking. We can get any good thing we want. That's one way we use the power of God. Or instead, of using the power of divine mind to get good things, what if we ask the divine mind for goodness? What if we focused our attention on goodness? What if we aligned with goodness the way magnetic power aligns the iron filings? Wouldn't that automatically draw to us good things? Goodness is the very essence of good. So good is an adjective. We were talking about a good building, a good house. It's an adjective. It describes good things. But goodness is the very essence of good that you take everywhere you go with you, right? In the same way that recently in Unity we used to describe the divine as omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. And now we say it's omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence. It's not just describing the thing, it's the thing itself. And just to conclude, I want to remind you of the story that Monica told at the AGM about the minister who kept demanding. Remember that? Yeah. You just say what you want. It's none of your business how. Right? I just love that. I put that in my pocket. I keep reminding myself as we go into our board meeting today. I just say what I want. It's none of my business how. And I think we can apply that in our day, every day, no matter what it is, what we want. Just stay focused on what it is and align all our thoughts with that, just like the little steel magnets. And it's none of our business how the divine law works. It just works. So align yourself with goodness, and you will experience good. Namaste. And could we have a meditation song?
God, when I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am,
so I invite you now just to allow yourself, wherever you are, to be completely and perfectly relaxed. And become aware that there is all around you an invisible power. And as you align with that invisible power, that power aligns with you. That power is omnipresence everywhere within your physical body. So I invite you to scan your physical body now. And just watch as you invite that invisible power to align every cell. To reconfigure. Make every cell perfectly consistent with the way it was designed to be. And this invisible power can correct that cell, no matter how long it may have been dysfunctioned. And that power can remove every ache, every pain, every bit of stiffness or soreness as it flows through. And now scan your mind. Look for jumbled thoughts and confusion. And invite that invisible power to flow through, tidying up your thoughts, gently discarding those that are not worthy, strengthening and empowering those that are true to who you are. The invisible power that we know is there because we see its effects. We see it brings divine order into our lives. That it expands us, it nourishes us, it grows us, it protects us, it loves us. It is everywhere equally present. And so it is. I invite you to bring yourself gently back now to this space. And would you please repeat with me our mission, which is transforming and enriching lives through spiritual awareness. And our vision, Unity Vancouver Island, is a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract its good and to radiate good to others. And Joshua has a special song for us.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Oh, and I'm feeling good. Oh, I'm feeling good. Butterflies all having fun. You know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun. You know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done. That's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. Yeah. For me. 'Cause stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Santa the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Yeah, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. Yeah. And I'm feeling good. Oh, I'm feeling good. Yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa. You know I'm feeling good. Yeah. I feel so good, 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 so good. I feel so good, so good, so good. I feel so good. Aw.
That was awesome, Josh.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Oh my God. It's amazing. I can feel my head growing. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thanks.
I figure they gave it to me. I should use it for something.
Yeah.
It was like, I had so many emails about what would you like on your plaque? Please give us the exact spelling of the way you would like it. And actually, an interesting fact, it was, I got my certificates and my name was spelled wrong on them. But my wife, who just will not stand for things, I would have been like, yeah, it's cool, we could sort it out. By the next day, it was all corrected, and I had
Go, Leslie.
brand new
Yeah.
documents
Yes.
that were. So I figure now that since I have the Rev title, I can comment on your amazing talk, because there was something I read this week that was so in alignment, and it was 3 principles. What you think about expands. Whatever you think is the absolute truth is what you create. And thought is eternal until it is unthought or rethought. So what that means, if I break that down for you, is that, for example, when you're younger, they probably tell you don't talk to strangers, right? So that's a thought that we carry and we hang on to it. But when you get older, you can rethink that. You can go, well, okay, I'm capable now of talking to strangers, right? So, but if you didn't change that thought, you would carry it with you forever, right? So the principle is thought is eternal until it is unthought or rethought. So thank you for that. Community news. Let's see what's going on. Oh, and by the way, hold on, back up. Thank you for our vision and mission statement. Thank you for bringing those to light, and especially the vision. When I was in California, I know that one by heart, and I shared it with people, and they really liked, especially that we have the ability, or the mighty, what is it? Mighty to attract our good and radiate good to others. I mean, just think about mighty to attract our good. Like, just own that. Yeah. Love it. And I love potluck lunches as well. And
Seamless.
that's happening
Absolutely seamless.
at Linda King's house next Sunday, is that right? July 30th, 12 p.m. Parking available on the Blue Jay Trail. Bring your own lawn chairs to sit outside if you want to. What if they want to sit inside? You can sit inside, but you don't need to bring a lawn chair for that. They're probably and optional to bring your own dishes, cups, and utensils. Okay. In Victoria, there's a prayer circle Monday, August 14th at 11 a.m. and an in-person service next Sunday with speaker Mavis Glockler. What if? So that's next Sunday in Victoria. They'll have their own live session or live service on Sunday at the Oaklands Community Center.
Nice.
And there will be an upcoming next in-person gathering in Comox as well. But until then, the second and fourth Tuesdays at 11:30, there is the prayer circle in the Spiritual Center on Comox Avenue. And facilitated by Sharon McLeod is the Women of Wisdom Zoom group. And it will be on the Sunday closest to the new moon, about 2 weeks after the full moon. Okay. And will there be a link sent out for that? Okay. And how would somebody get that link? Just to email you? Thank you. Email Sharon at McLeods_1@hotmail.com to be added to the email list for the Zoom link each month.
Lovely.
And ongoing Nanaimo events, the Full Moon Circle Women's Group, Sunday closest to the full moon at 7 o'clock. Again, facilitated by Sharon McLeod. Seated Tai Chi, Tuesdays at 10 a.m. with Rick Gothic. Being Man I'm not sure that that's going to continue because I teach on Wednesday nights now, so I will need to reach out to the group and see what they would like to do, but Wednesdays are no longer going to work for me for the time being. So that's on hold. A Course in Miracles, Thursdays at 10:30 in the meditation room here in Nanaimo. And please go to unityvancouverisland.com for /happenings for all the details about our special and ongoing events. There's Victoria events, Comox Valley events, and Nanaimo events, as well as Zoom events that, do we also include the Unity Canada Zoom events there? Or no? No, okay. I don't know that we need to. I just wasn't sure if they were there. Okay. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for your abundance, everybody. Thank you for your abundance of your musical talent.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And thank you, everybody here, for showing up. Have you ever noticed the bigger the crowd, the more people show up for it?
Yeah.
Huh? Have you noticed that?
It's good.
It's amazing, isn't it? No, well, thank you for being here. Thank you for your financial support. Thank you for your contributions of joy and happiness and love and appreciation, because all of that is prosperity in the Unity world. So thank you so much for that. And our attitude of gratitude goes to Richard.
No, that's the song.
Oh, sorry. We're going to sing the song. Hey, man, I'm just, I'm going strong.
We want to say thank you to Richard.
I was thinking, who is this guy? I don't even know him.
That's great. Thanks, Richard. Very smooth. Yeah.
I'm going to sing it. Oh, no.
All right.
I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. I thank the universe for each new day, whether it's sunny or it's pouring rain. In any situation, time or place, my grateful heart creates a state of grace. Yeah, 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 I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. The darkness taught me how to praise the light. Wrongness made me hunger for what's right. I haven't found a place where I don't see heaven's blessings pouring down on me. Yeah, 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 I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. I won't be waiting when my ship comes in. Won't trade my here and now for something there. I'm finding pleasure in the simple things. It doesn't matter what tomorrow brings. Yeah, 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 I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. When Jesus fed the hungry multitude, he did it with a grateful attitude. Although it looked like there was not enough, he thanked the Father for abundant love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got an attitude. I've got an attitude. I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. I used to cry for deliverance. Send desperate pleas to the heavens. But it wasn't until I gave up and got still I could see all the gifts I'd been given. Thank you, Ken. 'Cause I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. One more time, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for tolerating my changes. And thank you for my favorite song by special request. I think one of the first songs I heard Joshua sing, that was the song, and I went, "Phew." Here come the kids. Welcome, kids. Let us share with the kids just exactly what we think of them. We see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are. And so it is. So please join us for our prayer of protection, followed by our peace song. The light that is God surrounds us. We are one with the light. The love that is God enfolds us. We are one with the love. The power that is God protects us. We are one with the power. The presence that is God watches over us. We are one with the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Amen.